Welcome, everybody, to your least favorite podcast. My name is Mark, and I'm here with all my friends.
It's Steven.
It's Nick.
It's Jake.
And this is the show where we talk about whatever the hell is on our week. So, boys, what's going on? We got the Prodigal Son returns.
Welcome back, Jake. Oh, you said prodigal. I thought you said. Never mind.
The other one's back.
So, boys,
Mark, did you are you disappointed that you're not included in that naming thing at the beginning? Or are you just fine with how that flows?
I mean, I got to say everything else, so I think I'm fine with it.
sound a little jealous to me.
Dude, it's tough. Like I got to come up with like a list of what I'm going to do cuz I do those on the fly.
Wow, really?
And I have to notice or try and think about the ones I've already done so I make sure I don't repeat myself.
I feel like you repeated them quite often. You do the whisper one a lot.
If I do,
For a while, you
let me
did
know.
definitely. You definitely just kept doing the whisper one.
Just whispered every single episode.
Well, who doesn't like whispering?
Hey, Steven, stop whispering.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a big fan of whispering.
You don't like that ASMR stuff?
Well, I can't hear very well as it is. And then if you speak
Yeah.
lower, you know,
I mean, how else do you keep a secret? I don't understand.
you take them somewhere where no one else will listen in, then you talk normally.
It's a little rapey. I don't know.
It's a little rapey.
You know what's
I mean,
worse?
what
You go
other
out-
secrets do you have other than? Never mind. I'm not going to finish that sentence.
You ever like go out in public now and you're just having normal conversation, and then if you feel like you're not hearing somebody, but you don't want to have them keep repeating themselves, like, does that mean you're just going deaf, or they're just not talking loud enough? Because
I think it's me. I'm not gonna lie. Like I have that problem a lot, but I think I'm just deaf because people be having a conversation.
yeah,
that
you
I'm
think
supposed
you're
to be
the
a
weird
part
one.
of,
They're like, well, they can hear
and
him,
I
so it
can't.
must be me.
I can't fucking hear them at all. So,
And I'll just be sitting there like, yep, yep, and just don't ask me a question because I have no clue what you're saying.
I do that to people, but I can definitely understand them. I just want them to shut up.
if I say enough, they'll stop. They'll stop talking.
You ever, like, someone said something you didn't know what to say, you're just like, yeah, man, for sure.
All the time.
It's like, I don't really
time.
fucking care about this conversation.
Oh, all the time.
Yeah, that's whatever the fuck you were talking about for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I work with a bunch. Like, I teach kids for a living, so like they just say the most random shit, and I have no idea what they're talking about anymore.
That's the trouble with kids. Anytime they come up to you and just spout some gibberish, and it's rude if I just tell them to speak English. What are you saying? People don't like it when you're rude to their kids. I don't get why. Like, why do you
like,
care?
Sensei Mark, I killed someone. Yeah, great. No,
Great.
keep it up. Keep it up.
Keep at it, buddy.
You're doing
Yeah, you'll get there
awesome.
one day. You'll get there. Be
Keep
just
trying.
like me one day.
Yeah, so we've been watching all these old movies. It's pretty interesting. Kind of want to make a few of them. The old Dracula was good. The Frankenstein. So Frankenstein, gotta say, my hands down favorite old movie monster. It's hard to compete with that. And the whole movie's just about people being a dick to him.
Well, movies are hard to watch.
Well, the nice thing about those is they're only like an hour long.
It's
I
too
will
weird.
say, before editing, like how it's changed over the years, they're very quiet because there's no music or anything unless there's like a specific scene that requires it. So, and the audio is just so weird. There's just a lot of dead space, and I was falling asleep by the time Dracula came on.
Could you imagine Jaws? If it had no music, you would just be looking at water. I'd be like, what the fuck am I waiting
Just watching, and then a shark. Oh, did they just die? Oh, I guess something grabbed them. I don't know.
That's like the whole movie is the music for Jaws.
It's just interesting to see how editing's changed over the years. Like I said, those movies got charm, those old ones. They're kind of goofy, but
Disagree.
I mean, those were made from the 30s. I was telling my wife, like, those movies are almost 100 years old.
That's like
And I brought
saying like a Model T has charm. Like, no, cars are just way better now.
I mean,
there's
just
some
made
cool
differently.
cars though.
They don't have charm. Like, you wouldn't want to drive that over something nice.
Sometimes.
I mean, power steering is pretty great. I gotta say.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if you had like an old car that you like had done up, it's gonna have power steering.
you wouldn't have
Well,
it
but
done
it's been
up.
modernized.
Yeah, that'd be a new movie then.
We'd be talking about the equivalent of driving like an old
It's been
Model T.
remastered.
like an
No,
old
we're-
OEM Model T.
Exactly.
It's like a wagon. You gotta crank that thing up and go.
You can't redo it. It's just gonna be those shitty cars, not good. So
Some
I'm
of those
saying about
people-
movies.
They don't like it when you mess with the cars. If you try and like swap out parts for anything new, they don't like that.
Saying
And then
that,
so they're just stuck driving the original.
I don't think it's that good. Old movies. Not a fan. Hard to watch.
I brought this up to my wife that you can watch those movies, and it's interesting when you think about every single person that we're seeing right now is dead. They've been dead. Like, there's no way they're still alive. I thought that was interesting. Because, like I said, filmed in the 30s. Like, there's no way. Maybe if there was a baby on scene, there's a chance they could have been alive still, but probably not.
Yeah. Well, if you think about it, the picture of you at your youngest is also the oldest picture of you there is. So.
These are those shower thoughts. Incredible thoughts.
Yup.
Just fun little gee whiz fact.
That's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You're
So
welcome.
it just blew
If you're high
everyone's
out
mind.
there, you're welcome.
I can't listen to this anymore.
Think about that one for a while.
I'm gonna have an existential crisis.
I'm here for
Mark,
the
where's your tier list for the week?
I'm working on it.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say you didn't do your homework, but
I was about to say that's like doing homework, but in class.
Yeah, but this actually matters.
nobody cares about school.
Why do you go?
Dude, that stuff's such a scam anymore. They charge I think the last one that I just signed up for is around $1,000 per class. So it's $1,000 for an 8-week class. And mostly all they do, especially if it's online, is just copy paste their lesson out. Like, they don't do anything. This is a racket these people got going.
Oh yeah.
But you pay for it, so
There's not like a-
It's a little different in my
There's a
situation.
few.
keep enabling them.
There's a few jobs where you're gonna actually need like the college. I feel.
Yeah, like a doctor, I would like them to have gone to school because they have to
Yeah.
go for a while and they need some, like, since they don't have good outside training. Like, when you try and learn medical stuff on your own, that's frowned upon. So you got to go to school. So I would prefer a doctor had gone to school. But
Like that,
anybody else,
lawyers probably should go to school.
maybe like engineers. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, but lawyers
They-
go to law school. Like they go to a specific school for their trade.
Yeah, but they should still.
Is
know
that
the
different than
law.
college?
I mean, yeah, pretty much, isn't it?
I've
Just
never talked to a
schooling.
lawyer. I think that's one of the.
I don't know.
few
I think
professions-
schools should be a lot more tailored towards your specific job once you like get to the college level. Like in high school, everything should be generalized. You shouldn't be learning about some crazy ass math or fucking biology or any of that crap. Like you should be learning about all the general stuff. And then when you go to college, if you're going to need to know how to do like algebra and all that kind of shit, then you get taught that, or like calculus. But you don't need to learn that in high school.
Yeah, I feel like high school you should learn how to balance your checkbook,
That'd be a good one.
Write
Yeah,
checks.
taxes.
taxes, shit like
This is
that.
how you'll
yeah.
survive when we throw you to the wolves.
Yeah, and then college should be for like specific jobs you want to do.
I cannot tell you how many kids that like started working at the store when I was in the store still, and they would be like, they'd get their first paycheck and they'd be pissed off because they're like, I worked, 30 hours at whatever rate, and then they didn't get paid that because of taxes. They just didn't have a concept of what the fuck taxes were.
Well, you should tell them to work 40. That'd be a
You know, that's
normal
one of my
work week.
favorite
Piece of shit.
experiences. You join the military and your first paycheck's $200 some odd because they took out all your uniforms, all your all the things they could charge you for come out of that first one. So while you're there, you'll see around $200 pop up in your bank account.
Your military paycheck is not a good representation of what taxes look like. Thank you very much.
No. I'm just saying for that's the initial experience. Like when you start at a company, some of them they withhold the first paycheck or some of that crap, or they do. They gotta sort all the stuff out. So your first paycheck's probably gonna be weird, but that one, I don't even know why they bothered at that point. But we're just gonna give you $200, but you don't have anything to spend it on, so it doesn't really matter.
Alrighty, y'all ready?
Oh, you got it.
I've got a tier list.
I'm gonna grade it since you are turning it in late.
Yeah.
And you're probably gonna have the most to say about this one.
Is it about ship liners or whatever the fuck?
Hey, I'll have you know I haven't watched anything about ocean liners in
basic Halloween monsters.
Are we talking movies or actual
No, just the monsters themselves, not the movies.
Like witches, goblins, vampires, that kind of stuff.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
And in what criteria? Like, what are we talking? Like in a fight or just popularity?
That's kind of
Just
hard
what I
to
think
do,
are
though, right?
what I like. What I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is
The
this is my
Halloween
tier list.
episode.
I mean, it will be
Wait.
pretty much
You
the
can take
Halloween
this
episode.
as what I would rather see in a movie. You can take this as what I would dress up for in Halloween.
Okay. Can I do an intro for you?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. Get ready. And tonight, ladies and gentlemen, this is a special tier list of Mark's spooky tier list.
That was beautiful.
I'm going to go take that, and that's how the podcast is going to open with that. Just
yeah.
that.
Your least favorite spooky podcast.
Spooky.
Steven's gonna be upset with this very first one. F tier. I put ghouls.
Oh, okay.
Ghouls are stupid.
Okay, so explain ghoul. What is a ghoul?
Exactly. That's why it's F tier.
I feel like a ghoul is just a general term
Yeah, I
for
don't even know
any
what the-
monster.
What the fuck
you would
even is a ghoul?
I've really enjoyed lately just calling people a ghoul, especially like old creepy looking people. I call them a ghoul. I feel like that's like a good insult.
We should have done a movie scary people.
A ghoul is a demon-like being or monstrous humanoid.
Yeah.
So
So anything
white
that is
bread,
like
you-
human-like.
Okay.
F tier.
It just goes back to F tier.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. fuck
Joining
that.
the ghouls in the F tier is actually Frankenstein.
All right.
Frankenstein.
Okay. You just did that because I told you it was my
Frankenstein's fucking
favorite.
lame. No, you know what actually makes me dislike Frankenstein? What was that TV show we watched? Was it Penny Dreadful?
Mm-hmm.
That had Frankenstein that was like this emo dude that just wanted to be loved, and
That is not the same thing.
it turned me off from Frankenstein. I don't like Frankenstein.
Regular Frankenstein's a stitched together corpse that wants to be loved. He is not
Frankenstein's
emo, okay?
a ghoul. Frankenstein's a ghoul.
Yeah, you could
Yep,
consider him
F-tier.
a ghoul.
So if ghouls are F tier, Frankenstein's right there.
F tier.
Frankenstein
Frankenstein
a
isn't.
treasure.
He isn't scary though.
He's not supposed to be scary. That's the point. Everybody's afraid of him, and so they immediately try to attack him, and he has to defend himself. And then that's the whole point of the story. He's not
so
supposed to be scary. He just looks scary, and
Yeah,
like the
F-tier.
blind
we got,
guy
You're a fucking monster,
is the only
that's
friend.
thing.
He just
Like,
wants a friend.
We got it,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah,
F tier.
yeah,
It's
F-tier.
all good. Yeah.
The last one for F tier are zombies. Zombies
Okay,
are
go
fucking
fuck yourself.
I just being attacked across the
No.
board here.
I'm
Okay?
kidding.
Just went
No,
from
dude.
fully Nick went from fully agreeing to go fuck yourself.
I
Zombies are
fucking,
fucking lame.
your tier list is shit. I don't know. I'm
Let
on
me guess.
board
Number
with
one,
the ghouls.
Dracula, vampires,
So D tier,
like everybody else in the world.
moving up, D tier is gonna be ghosts. There's like a
Uh,
better zombie, I guess, and like skeletons.
There's some cool ass ghosts though. You guys ever watch that movie where they're all in the house?
The 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, 13. There's some cool ass ghosts.
What about
You
a
give your little
poltergeist?
list to the Juggernaut? See what he has to say about it. He'll
Yeah.
fold you up like a tin can.
Yeah.
Poltergeist is just a kind of a ghost.
Yeah, but like they would fucking kill you.
Dude, no, yeah, we've been watching. So
That's why
my
they're
wife
not F
likes
tier.
my wife likes the paranormal things, so we've watched all the Conjuring stuff and watched the new Poltergeist, and like different. It depends on what kind of ghost you're talking about here, because some, like the Poltergeist ghost,
Well, let's
doesn't do that,
just
like,
let's
oh, is
just
this
hang
house
on just
haunted?
a fucking second. None of them are fucking real. So,
How do
I
you
mean, I'm
know?
just talking about what I've.
you ever seen a ghost?
I don't know. They're invisible.
That's
dude. How would
that's
I
the
know?
point. You wouldn't see him.
There could be a
No, but
ghost
they
right in front
like
of me right now.
poltergeist would make it present. Like,
Well, I'm not living in a house with a poltergeist, obviously.
listen,
I
I've been
would
in
know by
areas.
now.
Listen, I've been in areas where there definitely should have been ghosts and there wasn't. All right.
If anyone wants to help me with
Maybe
my
you couldn't see
research
'em.
project, I want to make a haunted house, like a real one. But in order to do that, you gotta break.
You gotta
some
die.
eggs.
I'm gonna have to kill you.
I
so,
don't gotta die. I got to do the
No,
research.
that's what I mean. You're looking for whoever.
I need
like,
a
wants to just-
volunteer.
Whoever wants to volunteer.
A couple
We're gonna
of
have
them.
you study up some signs you can give me on the other side, and then after you get there, through means that are not involved with me at all.
Yeah, and then you have to like not cross over fully and stay there and be a poltergeist.
Well, I think I know how to make. I watched The Grudge. I saw how you make an angry ghost.
So what's the Grudge? Is she a ghost?
Yeah, those are ghosts.
What about the Ring? She a ghost?
I think Samara is a type of ghost. Yeah, I mean,
Man,
she's
these are so broad. I don't know what the fuck ghosts are or not. Like, what's Freddy Krueger then?
yeah. I would also. Well, he's
D-tier.
considered like a demon. I think.
Yeah, see, I don't know.
Too broad.
He was a
Ghost
human.
Talk, D tier.
Okay.
Moving on. We got C tier coming up. All right, in C tier I put witches, trolls, and goblins.
I swear to God, if you put vampires
You
in A
put
tier or
trolls
S
over
tier-
zombies? Are you joking me, man?
What even is a troll? They guard a
The trolls
bridge,
are
and you
fucking
got to pay
badass,
the.
dude.
You
Trolls
talking
are-
about the little plastic ones
Dude,
with the
trolls
super tall
fucking
hair?
regenerate.
That's not a troll. That's a God damn it, what are those called? No,
troll?
the thing that Steven's talking about.
Those
aren't
are trolls.
They're gnomes.
No, they're
Oh, okay.
trolls. The little things that you could style their hair. They just have the really tall hair.
A
and you
troll
style them.
doll?
Dude,
Yeah, that's
yeah,
a
they're
fucking
trolls.
doll.
Dude,
are
trolls are
trolls.
just like bland ass villain characters in games.
Dude,
It's just
trolls
like
are
shitty
fucking
mobs
warriors,
you had to go
man.
kill.
Trolls are warriors, and they regenerate. They're hard as shit to kill.
Ah, dude.
So are zombies.
Zombies
just-
are just fucking lame, dude.
And they
You
don't
know
need to
what?
waste
No,
time
I
regenerating.
liked zombies more until The Walking Dead. The Walking Dead made zombies so stupid.
28 days later, zombies, bro. Holy shit!
I could move
Resident
zombies
Evil
up to D tier, to
zombies.
be honest. That'd be fine. But either way,
I didn't hear what else was in this tier besides I got hung
witches,
up on
trolls,
trolls.
and goblins.
What's wrong
I
with
agree
witches?
with witches and goblins can go fuck
Witches are
themselves.
alright.
I mean, witches are lame. I get.
It depends
okay.
on the witch. Like,
I mean,
the-
I love
the-
Harry Potter. You know,
okay, see, I would have done it the opposite. I'd say like the actual witches that are like grinding up babies. That's a real witch. The Harry Potter ones, that's not a witch. That's Harry Potter.
When you say witches, all I can think about is that 3 Witch movie.
Hocus pocus.
Hocus Pocus, yeah.
Those are also I would say more correct witches because they're actively doing evil things.
Yeah.
They're not doing fancy like
I want like a
happy
witch
magic.
like Rowena from Supernatural.
No, I
right?
want like
That's
the
kind of
Blair
witch I
Witch
want.
shit going on.
Yeah, witches are supposed to be bad or they're doing their own thing. And they're not supposed to be like putting out good vibes, you know? And I feel like lately a lot of witches there's like good witches.
Yeah,
I
they're all like
the old-
slutty
Yeah.
characters.
I just like the old nasty ones that are just picking up frogs and bugs and making potions and stuff. That's the kind of witch.
all
Yeah,
right,
I'm
B
about-
tier. We've got aliens,
Oh, God.
Overrated.
mummies, and
That's a zombie,
gargoyles.
dude.
Yeah,
Mummies
different
are
kind,
zombies.
though.
No,
Different
no,
kind.
no. You
Just
put
because wrapped
ghosts in
toilet
one category.
paper. Okay.
No, no,
Different
no.
kind.
You put
Mummies
you
can be
put
crazy,
ghosts in
dude.
one category. all
But
right?
they
Mummies
are
can be
a
fucking
reanimated corpse. They
They're
are
a zombie.
they're
So you
zombies.
either get to move zombies up or you get to move mummies down. They're the same fucking thing.
All right, I'll meet in the middle. Okay, I'll put them in C tier. So zombies are C tier, and mummies. can
Zombies
go
are
down.
working their way up.
Right.
Zombies
Started
are gonna
from
All right,
the-
next time. Give me the next.
Started
jump.
from the
They're gonna
bottom.
be S tier for sure by the end of this.
Not making it the best tier. So like zombies, like basic zombies, fucking suck. All right, but like mummies, dude, mummies come with
Basic
like
fucking
magic.
trolls suck.
Dude, basic trolls are still
Basic
fucking cool. What are you
mummies
talking
suck.
about?
You ever watch Scooby Doo, dude? I've seen so many mummies just like
So
Dude,
I
basic
would
scooting
say
along,
trolls
doing
are fucking
nothing.
warriors
thing that
and
makes-
regenerating powers.
the same thing that would
Fucking
make a
cool.
mummy good would make the better version of a zombie, which is zombies reanimated by magic. Not a like biological virus or some shit, but like the magically like moving zombies, which would be the same thing as a mummy, basically.
Yeah, but
Those-
see, like
those
what I'm
better.
thinking is, though, is like anytime you get like, all right, a zombie game, it's generally just like some infection, right?
Dude.
A zombie movie is just some infection, right? A mummy movie has fucking magic and shit.
Well,
and
that's what I'm saying.
curses.
So like the part of the zombie that I appreciate is like a necromancer who is using magic to raise up a corpse. Like it's not gonna infect you and you're gonna become it and you're just gonna die and the magic's gonna make you get back up. Like that's the kind of zombie I
Like normally, like a mummy would be a necromancer.
yeah.
Yeah,
kinda.
yeah. So there you go. Zombies stay
But
where
there's
they're
still
at. Mummies are at the top. All right.
Oh no, you already agreed to the
Gargoyles
change.
is
No,
my
you already
other
agreed to the
B tier.
change. Zombies are C tier along with mummies. So
All right, moving to A tier. A tier, we put the Grim Reaper is an A tier. Like the Grim Reaper.
Skeleton? He's a skeleton.
Not all the time. Sometimes he's just like a black figure.
All right, let's circle back to that.
And then vampires. are an A
I
tier.
fucking hate you. Vampires are trash.
Why do people like vampires so much?
You fucking Twilight freak. All right.
Nah, dude. It's not Twilight.
That's a vampire.
Team
I
Jacob.
don't care about Twilight, but I like Underworld a lot.
So where do you have werewolves? Nowhere. S tier. Maybe.
Moving to S tier.
Vampires. Vampires
We got
fucking
werewolves.
suck.
They bite
Well-
people. And you know what the problem I have with vampires is nowadays? They've lost sight of what was like their original lore, like garlic, silver, taking them in the heart, bats. They turn into bats. Like, you know, the last good one I saw that we had
What?
it all was like the what was that one? It was a Dracula one, but it was like an origin story.
Yeah, good
Dracula
question.
Untold.
Yeah, and he turns into a swarm of fucking bats and
Yeah,
fights
that
an
was
army.
fucking
by himself.
badass, dude.
Quick question. What's up with silver? Why can't it kill vampires and werewolves? What the fuck's up with silver?
Silver's
What do
a
we-
fucking badass metal, dude. That's just what it is.
It's not even the best though. It's kind of shitty metal, to be honest.
But
I
it's
could
the
be wrong
best
about
for
that. Okay, I will redact silver and say vampires aren't supposed to show up in mirrors. They do that sometimes. Oh, another good one, Fright Night with Colin Farrell. He's like a realistic vampire. He doesn't really turn into an animal, but he doesn't show up in reflections or video cameras. He can't enter unless you invite him. And he turns into a disgusting monster and buries his victims in the dirt.
So like you got those guys, you got Underworld, which is a fantastic movie series,
And then you have Twilight.
and then you
and
have
that
What We
fucks
Do
it
in the
all up.
Shadows. Anyone who says they don't like What We Do in the Shadows is fucking lying.
Never watched it.
I don't like it.
They're fucking lying.
But have you seen it and you don't
Nope,
like it?
don't like it.
Exactly, fucking lying.
So we got one hasn't seen it, don't like it. One hasn't seen it, doesn't
honestly,
care.
vampires about to move up to S tier with werewolves.
Vampires
you're,
kind
fucking
of.
base- you're like a basic white bitch with your fucking monsters. You want a fucking pumpkin spice latte too, or what?
I do
Fucking-
enjoy pumpkin spice.
Of course you do. Right along with your fucking vampires and werewolves.
Gets
The
his
werewolves have
snuggie.
always been my favorite, though. I fucking love werewolves.
They're.
Meh.
Are we in the S
What about
tier
like
now?
what about like demons?
That's werewolves, yeah.
That's it? That's all that's in the S tier?
Yep, that's it. Werewolves. By themselves.
What happens when
Look
it's
at
not a
that.
full moon? I mean, it's just like once every
They're
once
like,
in a
they're
while.
like normal guys, then.
Werewolves are hit or miss for me. Like if they're the ones that I've seen a few different shows and movies where they just turn into like a big dog. That's kind of lame. But when they turn into like a freaking monster, like we were watching Trick or Treat, when they turn into that kind of werewolf, then I'm like, okay. Like a big hulking.
What about like the lichens?
It's
from,
same idea.
Underworld?
It's same, like a big
Yeah.
like monster. Not when they're like what were they watching the Vampire Diaries and they just turn into a dog. Like, well, that's not cool.
I'll be honest, like vampires are cool because of Blade. All right,
Yeah.
Daywalker.
like Blade is fucking dope. I love that.
Yep. Vampires going up to S tier.
But why does he just
Badass.
specialize in killing other vampires? You know, I'm kind of torn. Like he's cool, and he's also enacting vengeance across the other vampires.
I mean,
Ryan
don't
Reynolds
fucking
was in the
ask
Blade
questions. Okay.
He was.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that. I like the meme where it shows him and he's like hanging out behind the dudes from Twilight, like about ready to slay them.
Dude, he would fuck those little fuckboy vampires up for sure.
See, but oh no, wait, because in that movie his sword is made of silver, so silver does do something to vampires.
Yeah, what's up with Silver, man? Something we don't know?
It's the best for
I
fighting.
got some
superheroes.
around, not in sword form, but I could just like clock them with a coin or something.
Is that like one of the most common metals? Silver? I feel like it would be.
I feel like it'd be a good, because like you think back in the day they used gold and silver as their currency instead of just the random shit we get now. So it's probably like, oh, that's like me taking some of my resources and using it. So maybe it's more valuable in that sense.
Well, no, I mean, it's not even the most valuable metal. It's kind of shitty.
Well, gold's too weak to be doing anything with it.
Like, why
It's
not like
too-
titanium or some shit? Tungsten or something.
I don't think that they had those back in the day. Those are like advanced alloys. We didn't even learn that when they were again. Okay, we'll circle back to ocean liners because you brought it up. But steel is a like steel is a difficult. Well, someone mentioned ocean liners earlier. Anyways,
No one did.
I'm only bringing it up because they talk about steel.
Nobody talked about ocean
And-
liners. Jesus.
The only reason they are able to build things that big is because they made steel, which is like a mix match of different metals. But before that, they use like copper or whatever, or iron, and it's not strong enough to be put in a shape that big. It would just fall apart. So like,
Yeah, gold really. I mean,
tungsten.
silver used to be a really popular metal, though, as part of it. It was used
So
in
did
like
mercury.
coins and shit.
They just drink that shit.
Is mercury a metal?
It looks like metal, and it tastes good.
But it's not.
Tastes sweet.
I don't think you would know.
It gives you tumors.
Just in high amounts.
All right, so I agree with your list completely, but like if it was flipped the other way around, like where
Yeah, I don't
put
know how
F
you can
would
have
be
it.
S.
Zombies is like one of the best movies,
Zombies is
show,
definitely the
games,
worst.
everything.
Frankenstein is like the best monster because he teaches you a lesson. You know,
No,
you
he's
get
not.
some feel goods.
Frankenstein
Mercury-
sucks.
Mercury is a metal.
Is it? How's it a metal? I thought it was liquid.
It's the only metal that can be liquid at room temperature.
That's weird.
And it
how's
tastes
it
good.
how's it a metal if it's liquid at room temperature?
What about gallium? You can hold gallium in your hand and it'll liquefy.
Same.
So I
it's
guess
the same.
slightly over room temperature needs like body temperature to start melting. And I don't think it gives you tumors like mercury does.
I mean, try it. Take a big old glass of it. See what happens.
They don't make those thermometers anymore. Otherwise, you used to have a easily accessible source of mercury.
They still make thermometers with mercury.
Do they have mercury in them? We need research done. Mark, go to the store, buy 10 glass thermometers, crack them open, and see what's in them.
I'm not gonna do that.
You can buy
I've
a
got tier lists
mercury
to work on.
thermometer online for like $10. I think.
Nick, buy Ford Mercury.
Uh huh.
and-
What metal is Ford Mercury?
what kind of mercury's in it?
I feel like aluminum would be a good metal to kill shit with. It's light. You can.
Yeah.
It's
Aluminum.
plentiful.
Yeah.
Reusable. You could melt it down, turn it into something else.
Yeah.
So I kind of want, you know what?
Wrap
Again,
your
going
food
back
in
to
it,
the
keep
tier
it
list, I
better.
kind of want to try the Frankenstein thing because out of all the monsters, it's one I could realistically attempt to recreate. What would happen if I go
No,
take a
you-
corpse and get it struck by lightning? Most
It
likely
wouldn't do anything.
a charred corpse, but there's a chance.
No, there's not. There's no
Well,
chance.
if you
get
watch
it
the
back.
movie, there's a few more steps involved. Like you got to make sure the heart works before you put it in.
You'd have to
You gotta
like
have a fresh
rob
brain.
you'd have to like rob a like donation.
Yeah, that's
Like
where I'd
bodies.
get that. Yeah,
Like-
yeah. Not the ones just walking.
You know how
around.
hard? No, see
in
the
the
brain you would
street.
have to get from like somebody. You'd have to kill somebody and take the brain.
Well, I'm not killing them. I'm just rearranging them a little bit. I don't see the problem here.
mean, you might be
Like,
able to
that shit
find
doesn't
like
make any
a.
sense.
What?
Like Frankenstein doesn't make any sense. Like if you're using somebody else's brain, like just let them keep like why put their brain in this?
Well,
new
what if
body?
they were like dying to
Well,
something, right?
no,
Or their
see-
body was like shut up. If their body was like paralyzed, and you took their brain out of the paralyzed body and put it into the new body.
Well, that's fair, I guess.
He
Yes,
mentions
there you
why
go.
he does it in the movie the way he does it. He specifically stitches together corpses because it's a body he made. It's not just a human he brought back to life that was alive before. It's a bunch of different pieces from corpses that were never collectively alive, and he gave them life. That's why it's like
All right,
that.
before
Yeah,
we
but, like-
go. All right, before we go, top 3 movie killers. Go.
Jason, number 1.
Okay, I'm going Michael Myers, top tier for me. Freddy Krueger second, Jason third. That's my 3.
Jason, Michael, and I really want to put Chucky on the list, but I guess could it be like a tie between Chucky and Freddy? Because they have
Freddy?
like similar personalities where they're just like torturing people, whereas Michael and Jason just straight up murder people for no emotion, just murder.
That's true.
I've really been enjoying. I haven't seen it yet, but the Saw movies. I like the John Kramer like tries to teach you a valuable life lesson.
You would love this last one. It's pretty good.
It's on my list, but it was only in theaters, so I haven't seen it.
Yeah, you're gonna love it. I liked it.
Ooh, I like the ghost face, but since it's like separate, it's a different person every time. So, but I put Jason at the top because again, no emotion, stay off his property, and you can kill him, but he'll be back. Like without a doubt, he'll be back. Even what happened to Michael in the last movie, he would come back from that because he's just he's a magic zombie that just keeps coming back.
I think Michael Myers might be like a different person too.
They better do something with that. I that was my only.
I think
hang
Michael
up.
Myers is just the evil that comes out of people, but I think it could be a different person.
Yeah, but what do I call it if it's not actually Michael Myers anymore? It's like the ghost of Michael.
The entity of Michael is just Michael. You know.
Not gonna lie, I really don't have as many opinions on this because I don't watch a whole lot of scary movies. But I
Same.
like Pennywise.
That's a good one.
Pennywise is up there.
Pennywise has given a whole new generation Halloween costumes.
I don't like Freddy.
Freddy's dope.
I don't like.
You know,
Freddy.
surprising was watching all these movies, and my wife, out of all the killers, she liked Freddy the best. Especially like watching their original movies. Like his movie was one that she kind of gravitated towards. So that's surprising. Maybe it's because he likes to have fun. No.
What about
Freddy's just
Alien? What
yeah,
about like the Alien?
it could be that. Could do that. Alien
Like
could be
that.
one. I like Leprechaun. A little Leprechaun.
Leprechaun in the city, in the hood.
In the hood. My favorite movies, dude. It's so funny. He was always so cool to me. In his little like wheelchair. You ever watch it when he takes that wheelchair, he just like hauls ass.
Are those made by the same people that made the Chucky movies? I feel like they are.
I don't know, but
Because they're very similar.
fucking love it. Jeeper Creepers is good too.
Ooh, they made a new one of those I want to watch. That thing, that's tough to fight. Again, I think that's kind of a zombie because he just tears parts out of other corpses and puts them in him. So I don't know what he is exactly, but he's using a lot of pieces of other people.
Yeah, he's like a Frankenstein. There you go.
You know, they haven't really made a Frankenstein movie in years.
Probably because it sucks.
Ah, no, again with this. Try to teach them one lesson. Try to better their lives. Teach people about the power of friendship.
I don't want
They'll
my
get shit
killer
on
to
for
be friendship.
He's not a killer.
He should be.
He's a misunderstood monster.
Way in on
Yeah,
this
he's
one.
a piece of shit. I want my monsters to be scary, not
I
trying to
don't
be my
watch a whole
friend.
lot of these.
Jake, what's your list?
Don't have one. I don't
Just
care about
name
scary
a
movies.
monster that you know of.
Pretty shit. Thanks. Thanks for ruining.
You're getting
it.
a frowny face for the day.
Everyone in chat, everyone who posts on the chat, just frowny face for Jake. Please.
Yeah, I at least tried here. I did.
I just scary movies are so stupid to me. I just don't.
You
You
understand
could have
the
picked someone
appeal.
from Supernatural for all I care.
Yeah.
God.
That bastard.
There you go.
All right.
That
Well, with
dude is
that,
sadistic.
Yeah, with that, you guys, I think we're gonna end it here. This has been your least favorite podcast, Halloween Spooky Edition. We'll catch y'all next week. See y'all later.
bye.